time goes for about 8, as McGee finding running room around the right corner. Just the first quarter with about 5:50 left, and we've already seen a pretty diversified attack from Freehold Township. A couple of passes from Gilbert to Shaw. A 50-yard run by McGee that was called back on a clip. Freehold Township has it 2nd and 2 at their own 47. Here's Hanover sweeping left this time. He's got the first down and more. And Hanover pulled down inside wall territory by Mike Maddox.
I think there may be a holding penalty on that play. The flag is down on the field, and when Hanover was turning the corner, it looked like one of the wide receivers trying to pin the linebacker inside, grabbed him by the jersey.
See if we can pick it up on the corner.
There you saw the Wall Township player going down, being grabbed from behind, and that's what the call is, holding against Freehold.
So 2 penalties wiping out a couple of big plays. There's Brian Gilbert, threw for nearly 800 yards last season, has been the Patriots' starting quarterback since the middle of his sophomore season.
Experience always helps, especially at the quarterback position, and Gilbert is a fine one who's, as we said, entering really his 3rd year of playing quarterback for Freehold, and it's a lot easier for the coaching staff to put a complicated offense like the run and shoot when you've got an experienced performer like Brian Gilbert running things.
The penalty against the Patriots was an illegal block. Moves the ball back to the 39-yard line. 2nd down and 11 for the Patriots. Sprint down for Gilbert, and Fornicola drags him down. Might have a face mask here.
I think Fornicola may have grabbed Gilbert's face mask, but nonetheless, Paul Fornicola, so far the game's MVP, doing it on offense with the touchdown run, and that time getting excellent penetration from his linebacker spot. And Gilbert, nowhere to go, never had a chance to look up to pass and never had a chance to turn it up and run. Fornicola right on him as soon as he looked upfield.
But the sack won't count because of the penalty. Fornicola came in almost unblocked that time. Crimson Knights leading it 7-0 on a 26-yard touchdown run by Paul Fornicola. So that'll make it 2nd and 9 from the Patriots' 41-yard line.
Mistakes so far by both teams. We've seen a number of penalties really hurting Freehold a lot more than Wall.
Trips to the left for the Patriots. Single setback. Short pass to Shaw is complete, but he's short of a first down, brought down by Barnes.
I don't know how Gilbert got that pass to Shaw. It went through about 3 or 4 arms on the defensive line. Not a lot of time for Gilbert to set up. He just gets the snap, takes a couple of quick steps and throws, and that one was almost knocked down and possibly intercepted.
4.5 minutes left first quarter, 3rd down and 4 from the 46. Here's McGee. They're going to try the right side again. He gets away from Fornicola and has the first down inside Crimson Knights territory.
Now that time McGee was lined up in a slot on the left and everybody else was right, and the play went right as McGee, almost a reverse type play, had a lot of guys in front of him to block. Good penetration by Fornicola slowed him up, but he was able to get the first down for the Patriots.
McGee gained 6 yards on that play. And that's what you were talking about. They tried to indicate like it was going to go left, but it went right. Fornicola nearly came up with the tackle in the backfield.
Good block by Jason Hanover ahead of that play. As we said, Hanover moving to his right in front of the running back.
Patriots have cracked the Wall side of the field. 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll make it the 48, just to be exact. This time the straight wide receiver on each side, twin slots, McGee in motion, but they go up the middle to Hanover, and he's got 5 yards.
Now that's the play you follow up, the reverse play with McGee. McGee went in motion like it was the same play, but instead of getting the ball, they handed it to the up back Hanover, who just dove himself through the line for a pickup of about 5. Good way to set plays up that time by the coaching staff from Freehold.
Patriots with a quick huddle, 2nd down and 5. Keeper by Gilbert, he's got it on the bootleg, 1st down and more. Gilbert fumbled it. And the Knights say they have it. I think Gilbert might have gotten it back as a penalty flag flies, and Wall did get it, Paul.
I'm not sure what the penalty may be, whether it's an unsportsmanlike conduct against Freehold for complaining or trying to grab at the ball.
Gilbert really got his bell rung that time and coughed it up. And the Knights will have it, and they're going to have it in excellent field position.
Delay of game was the call, I believe, for someone on Freehold trying to grab the ball away down in that pile. So tack on 5 more yards for Wall. That time it was the same play set up with McGee going in motion as it was in reverse, except Gilbert kept it this time. Did most of it on his own, but was hit hard and lost the ball. And Wall's got a chance to get that so far high-powered offense back on the field.
3:18 left first quarter. The Knights have it 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Gilbert had good yardage on the play, but a good hit put on him and he coughed it up. And that was the key. Now, John Eknoya, number 15, has his club back on the field. The Knights lead it 7-0.
So far, Wall has been winning the battle of the line of scrimmage, especially with the Wall offensive line, doing a good job opening holes for the wing T offense and giving guys like Fornicola a lot of room to run.
That penalty actually made it a 1st and 5 situation. The original line of scrimmage, the 36, the ball at the 41, and it's 1st and 5 for the Knights. That time, nothing doing up the middle. The ball carrier was Larison.
Gerald Cobbs, number 78, getting good penetration from the defensive tackle position. That time, Wall's offensive line not able to open any holes. And Cobbs was able to slice his way in and stop the ball carrier.
No gain, 2nd and 5 from the 41. Come on! Eknoyan on the keeper. He's going to be brought down. Snyderman and Denham.
Inside the 35.
Talk about penetration. That time, Snyderman from his safety spot was not fooled by any of the motion.
Number 81, Snyderman. Number 73, Denham.
And watch what happens to Eknoyan. He had nowhere to go. 73, Denham from behind, Snyderman from around the corner. And a good effective use of the blitz that time by the safety Snyderman.
Loss of 6 on the play. 3rd and 11 from the 35. This is Foster. Good yardage. Got it up to the 45. He's going to be short of a 1st down, however. Scott Foster, a junior, picked up about 8 yards on that carry.
4th and 3.
Watch Snyderman, 81, try to grab the ball from Foster as Marshall comes from behind and makes the tackle.
Metelsky to kick it away for the Knights. McGee back deep for Freehold Township. Fair catch called for by McGee, and he makes it. With 52 seconds left in the 1st quarter, and Wall leading Freehold Township by the score of 7-0.
Freehold was successful on offense in their first possession. A couple of penalties really hurt them, but they were pretty much able to do what they wanted, especially with the passing on the run and shoot offense. We'll have to see if they can keep that up in the 2nd possession of the game and try to eliminate some of the penalties.
This is Hanover's good running room up the middle, lost his footing. Covered up by Wiley.
Good blocking by the center, Pete Mackin, the left guard, Steve Bailey, just opening enough of a hole for Hanover to sneak through. Everybody went right. Hanover cut back to his left and found the opening.
A little upset that he lost his footing. He picked up 8 yards at 2nd and 2. Here's McGee. Good penetration, and he's brought down. Glenn Gibson was the man on the spot.
Now watch Glenn Gibson, all 230 pounds of him, number 67, track down the fleet-footed Wayne McGee. If we can get a look at this, and here it is. Watch 67 come from behind and not let McGee get anywhere. That's 230 pounds of Glenn Gibson, a 6'1" junior. Fine defensive play.
Loss of about 4. Will set up 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, Mike.
One of the Crimson Knights down. Trying to pick up who it is. That's Maddox, the linebacker.
Not a man they want to lose.
So it'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 34-yard line.
One of the keys to the defense at middle linebacker, Mike Maddox, the 6'1" senior, put on 30 pounds in the weight room over the past winter to up himself to 230 pounds. A real fine performer for Mark Gabrielski.
And time runs out in the 1st quarter. Official time being kept on the field, and that does it for the first 12 minutes. Wall took the opening kickoff and drove it 70 yards to get on the scoreboard with Paul Fornicola's 26-yard run. They lead it 7-0. And we'll be back right after this.
All right, fellas, the dinners have all been prepared. We're ready to shoot the commercial. We've got lasagna, linguine white clam, seafood marinara, chicken franchise, veal piccata, and don't forget to get a great shot of our delicious pizza.
All right, quiet on the set.
Squan Tavern, take one.
Ready, action.
Hey, fellas, what about my commercial?
Squan Tavern, molto bene.
When your appetite starts speaking Italian, it's time for Squan Tavern. Squan Tavern, Broad Street in Manasquan. It's so good.
Welcome back to Wall High School, where the Crimson Knights lead the Patriots of Freehold Township 7-0. 3rd down and 6 from their own 34 is what Brian Gilbert and his Patriots team faces. He's under some pressure, gets it away to Hanover. 1st down and more, finally knocked out of bounds at the Wall 42.
Good play by Gilbert. That's what an experienced quarterback will do for you. He got a lot of pressure from outside, but was able to keep his mind and his eyes on the receiver, Hanover. Watch him get away from the pressure. And a good toss to Hanover, who just did a simple little square out from his fullback spot. Picked up good yardage. Penalty flags down on the field. And I believe it may all come back. An illegal block called against Freehold. So mark another mistake for the Patriots, ruining a big play.
That'll wipe out a gain of 26 yards.
Chuck Welsh, the coach of the Freehold Township Patriots, not a happy man. A couple of big plays wiped out by penalties. His team has 4 penalties so far in the 1st quarter of play.
So the Patriots once again facing 3rd and 6 from their own 34. McGee in motion. Pass was complete to Kaczynski, number 82, for the 1st down. So not as big a gain as that pass to Hanover, but effective as the Patriots pick up the 1st down.
The Wall Township cornerbacks playing a little bit soft on the receivers of Freehold, and Kaczynski had a lot of room to just take 3 or 4 steps, turn around, catch the ball. That may get the Wall Township cornerbacks a little bit tighter, so we may look for a long pass in the next coming plays.
1st and 10 from the Wall, or I should say from their own 44-yard line. Gilbert on the keeper, crosses midfield, not protecting the ball, and he dropped it. That's the 2nd fumble for Gilbert as they fight for it.
He got it back, he fell on it, but it squirted out as he was on the ground, and I don't know whether he was whistled dead or not. Obviously not.
Second fumble that Gilbert has lost. He just did not protect the football.
Got to tuck the ball away, especially when you're running in the open field like that, and that time he had cut back and had pursuit coming from behind him, pursuit that he could not see because he was carrying the ball loosely. One of those arms of the Wall Township defenders was able to knock it loose.
And the Crimson Knights will start in good position again. Look at the way Gilbert's carrying this ball.
Got to tuck that ball away. Now he gets it here, and it squirts out right there.
Back to action, 1st and 10 from the 44. This is number 32 with the ball. That's Marshall, or check it. That is Dave Jones. Jones up near a 1st down.
Cobb's on the tackle. A gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Jones with a pickup of almost 9 yards.
Just finding his openings, following his blockers, and getting good solid yardage.
2nd down, call it 2 from the Patriots 47. Eknoyan hands off to Foster. He barrels ahead for the 1st down. You know, one of the keys in this game so far, Paul, besides the fact that Wall recovered 2 Brian Gilbert fumbles, they started their drives from their own 30, their own 41, and their own 44. That has really worked in Coach Mark Gabrielski's favor.
Makes it a lot easier when you're not backed up against your own goal line. Lets you do a few more things, take a few more risks than you normally would if you're inside your own 20-yard line.
Official timeout on the field. They're trying to get the chains untangled over there on the far sidelines.
It's their first game too, huh? There's a look at the Wall Township marching band cheering on the Crimson Knights here at Wall High School. A very happy group so far. They're up 7-0 on the Wall Crimson Knights. Somewhat of a surprise. After all, they did not win any games last year and scored only 1 touchdown. So far, they've got that taken care of. They're looking for their first win.
On 1st down, this is Fornicola. He gets the corner, finally brought down by Shaw, but a pretty good gain on 1st down.
Good play by Dave Snyderman, the safety, stringing that play out, not letting Fornicola cut it back upfield, and he had kept running for the sideline, and Snyderman made sure he stayed in front of him and forced him out of bounds. Fornicola, starter on defense, doing a good job in the backfield here tonight. He's already got a touchdown run to his credit.
He picked up about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 from the Patriots 38. Inside as penalty flags fly. This is Jones. He'll check the flag. Preliminary indication offside against the Crimson Knights.
Illegal procedure will go against Wall. Jones, one of the few sophomores playing on the Wall varsity, and I guess when you have a team that goes 0-9, you give some of those guys a chance who you normally wouldn't play in the varsity and let them, most of the time you'd let them develop another year on the JV squads and bring them up as a junior. But Jones obviously has shown the talent at the halfback spot to be playing with the big boys here on the Wall varsity. 6'2", 185 pounds. He's got the size. Only a sophomore, a couple of more years of David Jones yet for the Wall Township fans to cheer on.
5-yard penalty knocks it back to the 43, where it's 2nd and 11. John Blum, the wide receiver, split on the far side. They keep it inside with Fornicola. He gets a couple of them back.
Inside the 40.
Nothing fancy, good straight ahead blocking, and Fornicola keeping it on the ground.
The center, number 56, Brian Tim, the key man on that play, snaps the ball, and he's got to fire out very quickly and hit the man right in front of him and clear that path in the middle out. And then let the guards on either side of him push the linebackers and the tackles off to the outside and clear the path for the running back.
Freehold Township defense getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half. Not as big as they've been in the past. Third down and 7, and the pass to Blum is short and incomplete.
When Blum made his cut towards the sideline, he fell down, and that's what ruined that play. If he had stayed on his feet, he may have been able to haul that one in. Another penalty flag down. The call is going to go against Wall Township.
And I'm sure the Patriots will refuse it here. I think it might have been an ineligible man downfield.
Penalty against Wall.
Illegal receiver and the loss of down, so that makes it 4th and 11.
On the play, it is 4th and 11.
Metelsky into punt. And this ball just makes it into the end zone. A good effort
Tom
from
Wiley.
Automatic touchback.
If he downs it on the 1, that is a
Place
great
goes
play.
crazy.
He just missed it.
It took that quick hop about 10 yards after the first bounce, and Wiley just couldn't catch up to it as it bounded into the end zone.
The Crimson Knights lead at 7-0. Freehold Township has had 2 possessions thus far. First one, they ran 9 plays and lost a fumble. Second one, they ran 5 plays and lost a fumble. This time they start from their own 20. Gilbert, straight drop, has Shaw. He broke 1 tackle, and he's up near a first down.
That's the 3rd time that Gilbert has been able to hit Shaw on one of those very quick passes right in front of the defensive backs, and Reggie Cohn, number 23, will come up and make a good hit after Shaw breaks 1 tackle. Watch Cohn just pop him with the legs and the shoulder pad. That's good technique that time by the sophomore, Reggie Cohn.
That leaves the Patriots with 2nd and 2 from their own 28. Hanover.
Hanover carries up to about the 30. Close for the first down.
Hanover looked like he cracked the 30, Paul, and if he did, it'll be a first down. It is. We saw Steve Bailey, number 60. He was one of the men leading the charge.
Silos on the stop.
As Kuczynski checks in with the play.
Patriots.
Patriots rotate their wide receivers. This time they have wide receiver on the far side, and they
Hanover
keep it on the
carries.
ground with Hanover.
Maddox on the tackle.
And Mike Maddox, number 55, introducing himself to Hanover that time, stood him straight up in the air. Hanover hit the 55 jersey of Maddox and went no further. Maddox out a little bit earlier with an injury, seems to be rather healthy on that play.
3 makes it 2nd and
As we
7.
said, he is one of the key men on the Wall Township defense.
They gave Hanover 3 yards. He earned them that time. 2nd and 7. Gilbert on the roll. Has his man,
Gilbert pass
Scott
is complete.
Zappo.
Zappo.
Fine pass by Gilbert, rolling out to his left.
Patriots.
You could see the pressure from behind by number 42, Fornicola.
That's the
I'm sure
46.
Gilbert knew it was coming, and he got the ball away just in time before he was hit. And a simple little square out pattern by Zapfel, and a good catch and a good pass.
1st and 10 from the 46. Patriots on the move.
Hanover carries.
Hanover right up the middle that time. Could be a late hit right here. Personal foul against the Knights. Tack it on. One thing you were talking about Brian Gilbert a minute ago on that last pass to Scott Zapfel, and he's thrown some passes tonight, and they've been on the money. And that's a sign of an experienced quarterback as well, really finding his receivers out there.
Also the key to the run and shoot offense. And if you've heard of the run and shoot offense, you've probably heard it in reference to Jim Kelly. In his USFL days with the Houston Gamblers, he was very successful, and partly because of his success, he earned such a big contract that he now holds with the NFL's Buffalo Bills.
First and 10 from the Wall 37. Here's McGee. He's cut down. Good penetration that time. Fornicola got him. Maddox was there. That time McGee didn't fool anybody.
Fornicola, 42, stayed home that time. He knew McGee was coming in his direction. Instead of running right at McGee and trying to meet him, he just stayed in his position and waited for McGee to come to him and was able to make the tackle. McGee had nowhere to go. Fornicola doing an excellent job on defense and also on offense. He has played a whale of a game here tonight.
Got about 4:45 left in the first half. Official time being kept on the field. Quick hitter over the middle. It's incomplete. Ball was incomplete. Good play by Bucko.
Boy, was that a collision.
Pass was intended for Scott Zapfel, and Ron Bucko made the play. Took the worst end of it.
Watch the collision on the two players right there. Both meeting at the exact same time.
Well, the ball was resting on Bucko's back. It could have been a live ball, but Bucko really got the worst of it in that collision. Broke up the play, but paid for it.
I'm sure Freehold opponents will see more of those kind of collisions this year because with a very quick passing game in the Freehold offense, it's 1 or 2 steps by the quarterback and then throw. And there will be a lot of collisions like that, just like that one that you see there, because receivers are running 2 or 3 steps and looking at the quarterback and not really seeing where they're going, and defensive backs are trying to react quickly. And it's a lot of players converging at one point very quickly, and you're going to wind up with collisions like that. And Ron Bucko, as you see, a junior defensive back, taking the worst of that one.
Taking a look at the right knee.
He looks like he's going to stick it out. Gets a good hand from the crowd as he is helped off the field. I'm sure he's hurting a little bit now, but anytime a defensive back can make a good solid hit like that, they enjoy that a little bit.
3rd down and 8. Ball resting right on the Wall 35. Gilbert on the keep, a little option as penalty flags fly, and another fumble recovered by Benyola. And this could be the 3rd lost fumble in a row for the Freehold Township Patriots.
A new wrinkle that time for Freehold's offense, a little bit of an option. And the penalty will go against Freehold. It's going to be Wall Township football.
Illegal motion to fall. They declined a penalty, and that's the 3rd fumble in a row that the Crimson Knights have recovered.
Now watch Gilbert on the option. He will run down the line at the last minute, flip to the running back Shaw, who just loses the ball in the collision.
Good hit from Barnes is what caused it.
So the fumbles hurting Freehold so far. They have not been able to get any kind of offensive drive together because of the 3 turnovers.
Knights take over at their own 35-yard line. Eknoyan, the quarterback. And here's a big defensive play by Andy Burnside, bursting in on Dave Jones. That's what we talked about in the open about Burnside, and that's really the first big play he's made tonight.
I was just going to say that's the first time we've really called his number so far. That time, no hesitation, just running right past his blocker and right into the backfield and wrapping up Jones. Burnside, his starter last year, he pole vaults 12 feet. Chuck Welsh, the Freehold coach, just raving about the athletic abilities of Andy Burnside. 6 foot 2 inches tall, 195 pounds, a senior, and the anchor of the Freehold defense at middle linebacker.
First half.
There was a loss of about 6 on that play. 2nd down and 16 from the 28-yard line. .340 left in the first half. Inside, Fornicola was brought down by Von Zonis. Zonis, one of the big guys there. He is number 76.
250 pounds for Lon Zonis. That play was doomed from the very beginning. Not a good exchange on the snap between center Brian Tim and quarterback John Eknoyan. He fumbled the snap, and by the time he got the handoff, Zonis had moved his 250 pounds into the backfield and was able to make the stop.
I think Zonis eats running backs for lunch.
It sure looks like he does.
3rd down and 18. They lost a couple more on that play. Up the middle, this is Jones. He's got room, and he's near a first down.
Jones.
Finally brought down by Burnside, but that time the misdirection catching the defense.
Boy, I like that play a lot. 3 misdirection plays on the one exchange that time. They faked 2 handoffs and finally gave it to Jones.
Picked up 16
Everybody
on the
going
play.
every different way. The defense doesn't know who's going to wind up with the ball, and all of a sudden Jones has got it. He's past the line of scrimmage and into the secondary, and that is what the wing T defense or offense does to a defense. They don't always know who's going to wind up with the ball. You've got guys going 3 or 4 different ways, and you've got to kind of wait to react to figure out who's got the ball, and that's tough for a defensive lineman to control himself and wait to react.
Jones picked up 16 yards on the play. It was 3rd and 18. So that sets up an interesting situation. 4th down and 2 from the 42. The Knights lead at 7-0. Coach Gabrielski called a timeout here. The crowd was yelling, go, go, go. And the coach sending one of his offensive coaches out there, and it does look like the Knights will go for it here. Time left in the first half, unofficially 2:34.
Not a bad opportunity here for Wall Township to do something sneaky. In other words, with the wing T, you pretty much know they're going to run the ball. Here on a 4th and 2, they're at their own 43-yard line. If they don't get a first down here, it's tough, but Freehold hasn't been able to get a good drive going, so it may be worth the gamble to have Eknoyan drop back and pass and try to get a big play, because if Wall scores a touchdown here, it may be just enough to ice it, because they can get Freehold doubting themselves and thinking about those fumbles a little bit more, and it may be very tough for them to come back. We'll have to see how much of a riverboat gambler Coach Mark Gabrielski of Wall is on this play.
3 straight fumbles for the Patriots of Freehold Township. They haven't been able to get it going. Wall's offense has moved the ball, and now they have a 4th and 2. Everybody uptight at the line. They're trying to draw him off sides right here. Long count for Eknoyan. A handoff. It's going to be close.
I don't think he got it. I really don't.
Let's see who it was.
It looks like
It was
78 Cobbs in there.
Larison had the ball, but they got it.
Boy, was that a nice spot by the officials that time. It did not look like Larison crossed the 45-yard line, but the spot giving him that extra few inches enough to get the first down. That's a tough call for the Freehold defense. They did an excellent job of stopping that play.
Give Wall some credit. A couple of plays ago, they were looking at 3rd and 18. Big play by Larison gets them the first down. 1st and 10 from their own 45. Eknoyan on the keeper, looking downfield.
Well, there's the play we talked about. One play too late, though.
Penalty flag at the 50-yard line.
That could be trouble. That could be trouble. That may be a hold on one of the interior offensive linemen. And that's what it's going to be. Again, misdirection on the handoff to Fornicola. Everybody thought he had the ball. All of a sudden, now watch it, Eknoyan will fake that handoff. Everybody thinks he's got the ball. He rolls out to his left. Wiley's got the one-on-one coverage. McGee backing up. That's what killed the defensive back, Wayne McGee. He was backing up on the play. No way he was going to knock that ball down. But all for naught, as the penalty will go against Wall. That's a tough call. An eligible man downfield. One of the offensive linemen probably getting down a bit too quick. And Wall's going to go all the way back to the 40-yard line.
Loss of down on that play, and Freehold Township calls timeout. Boy, that pass from Eknoyan right on the money, as you said. Wiley had McGee beaten on the play, no doubt about it. We're going to come back and see the last 2 minutes, see what Wall can do. They lead it 7-0. We'll take a break and be right back.
It's the 50-yard line sale at Silver's Furniture in downtown Freehold.
Relax in Berkline's famous Wallway recliner and save $100 during our 50-yard line sale. Right, Johnny Unitas?
This is the most comfortable way to watch a football game. Just sit back and relax and, like I said,
Well, Johnny, you still got the best seat in the house.
and I saved $100. Go wide, Rhea.
Catch big savings right now at Silver's Furniture, 45 South Street in downtown Freehold.
1:43 left in the first half. The Crimson Knights lead it 7-0 as they face a 2nd down and 15 from their own 40-yard line. Following that big play to Wiley that was called back on the penalty. This is Scott Foster. Foster's got some room. And Foster almost got it all back.
Almost 12 yards on the carry for Foster. Good running around the right side, picking his holes and weaving his way through a couple of Freehold tacklers. And now they're in a good position at 3rd and 3. A comfortable position and a chance they can get another first down and try to get another score on the board before halftime.
Knights with 2 timeouts remaining.
That man right there, number 15, John Noy, deserves a lot of credit. He is in charge of a very complicated offense to run. You've seen all the fake handoffs and misdirection plays that they've used. Well, that's the guy who's in charge of it all, and it's a tough thing to learn. It's a tough thing to master. In his first year as a starting quarterback here at Wall, he has done a fine job. 5 foot 10 inches tall, 180 pounds, a junior. He was a defensive back last year and still plays in the defensive backfield for Wall. But he seems to have mastered the quarterback position in the wing T offense, and he's done a fine job. And he deserves a lot of credit for the success that Wall has had so far here this evening.
They have definitely succeeded in crossing up the Freehold Township defense on a number of plays. We've seen Foster rip off a 12-yard run. We saw Jones with a 16-yard gain. We've seen some pretty big running
with a
plays
20-plus yard touchdown run.
right up the middle.
Again, an interesting down here, Mark. 3rd and 3. They could gamble and try something fancy like another pass downfield, or just run it again and try to get the first down and go from there. There is 2-down territory, really, with under 2 minutes left in the half.
3rd and 3 from the Patriots' 48. And that pass intended for Wiley. He cut out. The pass was thrown up. And now they'll face a 4th and 3. Wiley, number 41.
You can see him looking at the bench like, did I do something wrong, Coach? Was that my fault, maybe? The pass goes downfield, and Wiley turned the corner in there, and you can see him shake his head right after the play like, uh-oh, I think I may have done something a little bit wrong there.
Metelsky in to punt it away. That's McGee back deep. And Metelsky got nailed.
No flag.
And the ball down at the 10.
Big rush that time by Freehold, and they did knock Metelsky down. No flag on the play. Maybe it was one of the Wall players being pushed into his own teammate, knocking Metelsky down, but I'm a little surprised there was no call, but an excellent rush on the punt that time for Freehold. And here you see some good hustle downfield. Number 45, Scott Foster, downing the ball inside the 15.
I think he got it just about the 16-yard line. And they're waiting for the chains to get set up over there.
All right.
So 1st and 10 with 1:13 left in the first half. Gilbert back to pass. Lets one go. Just past McGee.
Nice pass that time by Gilbert. Nice spiral thrown just a little bit out of the reach of McGee. But in the position for Freehold Township now, they're going to have to throw the ball downfield if they want to add another score with only 1:06 left in the first half. That time McGee was open. If the pass was there, he may have gone all the way. So it may be something they may want to come right back with.
Freehold facing 2nd and 10 from their own 16. Shaw crosses behind Gilbert. Out out to the sidelines. This is Snyderman, first
Gilbert
down,
pass is
but he
complete
stays inbounds.
to Snyderman.
So they'll reset the
First
chains,
down, Patriots.
and we'll be on the move. Freehold has used one timeout this half. They have 2 remaining. First and 10 from the 30.
Gilbert pass is complete.
That's a short one out to Snyderman.
Stops
Out
the
of
clock,
bounds
though.
on the far sideline, a short gain. A gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
So Freehold trying to get something going here with less than a minute left to go in the first half, getting it at least in an attempted field goal range. Although I'm sure they'd like to get a touchdown on the board and take some of the momentum away from Wall Township.
Wall defensive backs giving them plenty of room. They give up the short pass here. Complete to McGee, but nothing else doing. Fornicola there, 42. And Reggie Cohn also in on the stop. Patriots go without a huddle.
Along with Cohn on the stop.
And now they call timeout.
Timeout, Patriots. 3rd down and 11.
Play actually lost about 3 yards. 3rd down and 11.
That's a good play, though, especially with a guy like McGee, who is a very good open field runner. In essence, what that play is almost a handoff, but you've got McGee one-on-one with a defensive player and a chance to break that one tackle and do some running. But that time, Cohn grabbed around the legs, good solid fundamental tackle with the shoulders, and didn't let McGee go anywhere, waited for some defensive help to bring him down, and it wound up to be a loss on the play. But if McGee breaks that initial tackle, he could go, and that's what Freehold wants to do, is get him out in the open field.
36 seconds left in the first half. Coach Chuck Welsh out talking things over with his club. They haven't been able to get it going. A couple of fumbles by Gilbert and one by Shaw, and that has been it. Wall got on the board on their first drive, but even on their next drives, they used up a lot of time on the clock, kept the ball out of Gilbert's hands. That's half the battle right there.
One of the keys, as we said, of a running offense that Wall uses, is eating up the clock and not letting the other offense get a lot of time to work.
3rd and 11 from the 29. Gilbert straight back over the middle. McGee couldn't hang on to it.
McGee is incomplete.
Tough one that time. McGee had some room to run if he had caught the ball. He had a blocker and Snyderman right in his general area. That one just bouncing off the hand. That's a tough break for Freehold Township.
At least they didn't fumble it this time.
That's
though.
right. That's right.
4th and 11 from the 29. Half a minute left.
Snyderman in foot formation.
Snyderman to kick it away.
Wiley and Fornicola are deep.
Wiley and Fornicola back deep for the Knights. And the up man for Freehold Township, number 24, Ray Higginson, called timeout. That'll be Freehold Township's last timeout. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Timeout, Freehold Township.
They have everybody? That'd be the only reason why he'd call a timeout,
No.
is they only had 10 men.
I think they only have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, maybe that was it. Higginson heads up play then to make sure he's counting and keeping track of who's out there.
Somebody can't count. It's either Higginson or me. I'm not sure which one of us.
We won't make any comments. We won't commit ourselves.
But very important play right here to get this punt off with 30 seconds left. Wall could,
I would expect Wall to send almost everybody. They've got 9 men on the line of scrimmage and 2 guys deep, but this is a good chance to go for the block punt. Not a whole lot of time for your offense to work if the punt is successful, so just send everybody out there looking for the ball.
Now they have everybody.
Now we're set.
First punt of the night for Snyderman. Low snap, Snyderman handled it. Gets it away. Taken at the 45
Wiley on the return.
by Wiley. He took it at his own 40, got it back to the 45.
Nerves of steel by Wiley, catching that ball with about 3 or 4 Freehold Township Patriots right around him.
1st and 10, Wall.
A less brave man may have
At their own 45.
called for a fair catch on that particular punt, but Wiley made the catch in a crowd and got some yardage out of it. A braver man than I is Tom Wiley.
Got 5 yards out of it. They're going to have it. They called timeout here. The Knights did with 18 seconds left. That's unofficial on the clock. The official time being kept on the field. Part of the crowd here, they saw the Knights score on their first drive, 26-yard run by Fornicola. And we've had some goose eggs since then.
A happy Wall crowd, though, after suffering through a tough year last year. Some smiles on the faces of the Wall fans this year. Who knows? This could be the year they turn things around. That's what everybody's hoping for.
Well, they've got their work cut out for them in B South with, among others, Asbury Park and Manasquan. And B South, traditionally a tough division. Let's see what they come up with in the final 18 seconds. Wiley splits wide to the near side. He's the single wide receiver. Eknoyan drops straight back. Good blocking. He's looking for Wiley. And the pass is picked off. Picked off by Higginson.
Not a particularly good pass by Eknoyan into double coverage. That time Wiley the only man down there.
That's one of the problems with a single wide receiver. Obviously, everybody knows where you're going, and you've got no options. He had all 3 backs in blocking for him and had to throw the ball to Wiley. Higginson just came up and picked it off. And before the Patriots can run off a play, time expires in the first half. So the Crimson Knights took the opening kickoff at their own 30-yard line, drive 70 yards and take a 7-0 lead on Fornicola's 26-yard run, and that's where we stand at halftime. Wall leading Freehold Township 7-0.
Off to a great start this season with RKE Athletic and NFL Teamwear by McGregor Sandknit. RKE stocks a huge selection of sportswear representing every team in the NFL. Don't bother to send away. Suit up in style today with official t-shirts, Cliff Angle sweaters, starter team jackets, pro hats, and popular pro jerseys by McGregor Sandknit. So get the winning combination of NFL Teamwear you want, including a big selection of McGregor Sandknit pro jerseys now in stock at RKE Athletic in Belmar on the corner of 16th Avenue and Highway 71.
Welcome back to the high school football game of the week on TV 34. We're at halftime at Wall Stadium. Wall leads Freehold Township 7-0. Mark Rossman along with Paul Peck. Hope you're enjoying the action right here. This crowd at Wall High School looking on tonight. Their team scoring on their first drive. And give that man some credit, Mark Gabrielski, the coach of Wall. His club winless a year ago. They scored 9 points. Give them some credit. They have looked like a completely different ball club tonight. Paul Fornicola scored on a 26-yard run, 4:19 of the first quarter, after a 7-play, 70-yard drive. They took the kickoff and drove it right down the field on the Freehold defense.
Well, not taking too long to get adjusted to their new wing T offense, using the misdirections to their advantages, and very successful with the run in the first half. I'm sure one of the topics discussed in the Freehold locker room at halftime was the defense, because they were falling prey to a lot of the fake handoffs and misdirection plays by the offense of Wall Township, something that they're going to have to work on in the second half to avoid. And here's a prime example of the touchdown run. They fake one handoff, go right back the other way to Fornicola, who goes right up the middle, right past the middle linebacker and safety, who are going to the opposite way following the first handoff. And that was the prime example of how successful Wall has been running the offense. There you get to see at midfield that Freehold will take the second half kickoff so they can get themselves right back into this one, Mark. And what they're going to have to do on offense is, they've been successful, just avoid the mistakes.
Coach Chuck Welsh there in the white sweater, beginning his second year as head coach of Freehold Township, and it's hard to really picture it, but you're coming into a new year. Freehold Township really blew Wall away last year, 33-0. I've got to believe that they thought things were going to be a little bit easier tonight than they have been. This, as I said, really a revamped Wall club. They were pumped for this game, and Freehold Township In 4 possessions in that first half, 3 fumbles and a punt. They were just totally ineffective. They showed that they could move the ball a couple of times, but had some penalty problems and had some big plays called back. And so the Wall Crimson Knights lead it by the score of 7-0 as number 40, and that's Robert Howland. He gets set to kick off. So we've seen all the kickers tonight. Metelsky, Sprengel, and now Howland getting set to kick it off for Wall.
Ultimate use of the platoon system.
Back deep, number 32 for Freehold, Dave Marshall. And you had a quick look as he spoke with number 30, Wayne McGee. There's McGee.
That's the guy they want to get the ball if you're a Freehold Township fan. He's had a few chances in the first half, hasn't been able to really break one, but that could come.
He had that 50-yarder called back on a penalty. So Howland boots it, and this is Marshall. He drops it at the 6, picks it up, and he's belted down, finally. Making the play for Wall, number 34, Andrew Jenners. So Freehold Township will go on offense, 1st and 10, as you take another look at it.
The fumble really killed the whole play because everybody was trying to hold their blocks and wait for Marshall to get to where the blocks were set up, and he never really could make any yardage out of it.
Ball at the Patriots 18.
1st and 10 from the Patriots' 19-yard line. Brian Gilbert, number 14, at the helm. And it looks like they're going to come out throwing. Gilbert throws it downfield, intended for Koczynski.
Questionable lack of penalty on that play. Ron Bucko, number 24, the defensive back, all over Koczynski, and he made contact before the pass was there. Watch it. Bucko's number 24, the defender there. He's all over Koczynski before the pass is in the area, but no flag thrown.
2nd and 10 from the 19. Here's a pitch back to Shaw. He eluded 2 tacklers.
On the near sideline.
And that's a pretty good gain for Shaw as Freehold Township goes to the option.
We've seen it a couple of times. It's not really a part of their offense, but something that they'll use every once in a while to try to trick the Wall defense. Get used to seeing the same things, and you throw something different at a defense, and they sometimes don't react in the best ways, and a couple of option plays have been successful, including that one.
That one picked up 10 yards, good enough for a 1st down.
Ball is at the 29.
Ball resting at the Freehold Township 29-yard line. This run and shoot offense for Freehold Township still looking to get in gear. Gilbert goes over the middle, McGee, and that's the 2nd pass that McGee has dropped tonight, right in his hands.
2nd and 10.
And McGee not too happy with that one. Had it right in his mitts. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots. Hanover started to play up the middle, somehow wound up near the sidelines, but good pursuit by the Knights.
Hold on the stop.
They diagnosed that play.
Good reaction by Hanover. He saw there was nothing up the middle, so he quickly pulled things out to the left side, but the cornerback, number 23, Reggie Cohn, was not fooled and stayed home in his position, was able to make the play.
It was 1 yard the hard way, 3rd down and 9 from the Patriots' 30. First possession of the 3rd quarter. Gilbert
pass is complete.
Finding Shaw.
For short yardage.
Short gain, though, and they're going to be short. That'll set up 4th down.
It'll be 4th and 5.
Snyderman will be into punt for the Patriots. Looks like Wiley back deep for the Knights. Nearly blocked.
Flag on the play.
Flag thrown.
Snyderman's punt is out of bounds on the.
So let's wait and check this flag.
45.
Maybe a delay of game because the flags were thrown just as the ball was snapped. Or illegal procedure.
It's against Wall.
Someone moving a little bit early on the line of scrimmage for the Crimson Knights. And now a bit of a discussion on the far sideline between the refs and the Freehold Township players.
Five-yard penalty will probably make it 4th and less than a yard. Freehold Township may change their strategy here and decide to go for it. Let's see where they mark this. Coach Chuck Welsh of Freehold Township looking on. So that's a big penalty against the Knights. Nope, they're going to keep Snyderman in there. Really plenty of time left in the third quarter.
Snyderman in punt formation.
Keep an eye on things. You never do know what could happen.
Higginson, number 24, will be the up man.
And now it looks like they may be signaling that they're going to go for it. And I think they are.
This penalty is going to give him a first down. Referee explaining it to Mark Gabrielski. It moves it across midfield to the 49.
10, Freehold Township. At the 49.
First and 10 for the Patriots at their own 49. Gilbert on the keeper.
Gilbert on the keeper.
So a strange turn of events. Went from a 4th and 5 into a 1st and 10. A couple of penalties on the Crimson Knights.
Gain of 5.
It's the easy way to do it, huh? Just let the refs take care of things. Coach Gabrielski still looks a little upset.
2nd down and 5. This is Hanover. Eluded one tackler.
Hanover forced out of bounds. A flag on the play.
And maybe another late hit here.
And it looks like they're going to get number 55 for Wall Township, Mike Maddox, on a late hit penalty, and that tough call and a crucial call. Good pursuit by 33 Benyola, but Hanover gets around him and winds up getting good yards, and there you see 55 flying into your screen. No doubt about that one. Maddox upset at himself, and he should be. Not a good play. 15 yards for Freehold Township all the way down to the 30-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
Make that the 25.
Call, ref, and you know it.
So the Patriots benefiting from some penalties here by the Knights. 1st and 10 from the Wall 25. McGee in motion. Hanover stuffed right up the middle.
Hanover carries.
Jim Petroff, the nose guard right there.
Good play by Petroff, just fighting off the block of the center, Pete Mackin, wrapping his arms around the running back and just holding on until the rest of his friends got there. No gain on the play.
2nd and 10. McGee in motion again to the far side. Gilbert passes complete to Koczynski, short of a first down. Steve Koczynski, one of a trio of wide receivers for the Patriots. He's a 6-foot senior.
Gain of 8 on the play makes it 3rd and 2. Ball is at the Knights 17.
Patriots picked up 8 yards. Chuck Welsh going to the headsets. 3rd down and 2.
Hanover carries.
Hanover bullying his way forward, looking for that first down.
Going to be very close. 67, Glenn Gibson, the defensive tackle, with a good play from behind. Keep Hanover from getting his legs going and stretching out for the first down.
Petroff
Didn't get it. He's going to be about a yard short. 4th down and 1 from the 16. Patriots will go for it here.
Good gamble here.
They trail 7-0 on 4th and 1. Gilbert has it and more. Gilbert knocked out of bounds at about the 1. 15 yards on the quarterback keep for Brian Gilbert. Gutsy call on 4th down. They faked it up the middle of Hanover, and Gilbert took it right there.
He had a lot of running room, good shift around the defensive back to get some extra yards, but the fake handoff up the middle to Hanover really sealed that play. Most of the defensive linemen and linebackers thought Hanover had the ball, and Gilbert tucked it on the hip and ran around the corner.
1st and goal from the 1. Patriots looking for their first points of the 1987 season. Gilbert fumbled it. I think he got it back, but boy, oh boy, Brian Gilbert really having some problems holding on to the ball tonight. That's his 3rd fumble.
Not a good place to be losing the ball either, inside your own 5-yard line.
Never really got it from center Pete Mackin.
It was probably going to be a quarterback sneak where he was just going to dive over the top of the line, and maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself and didn't grab the ball before he started to move his body forward.
2nd and goal from the 1. Gilbert on the keep, touchdown. Took them a while, but they got there.
Just a matter of time before Freehold put things together on offense. That time, a very similar play to the 3rd down gamble. Faked the handoff up the middle, had a lot of room outside. Fornicola, number 42, fell for the handoff. There you see a very happy coach Chuck Welch in the bench of the Freehold Patriots.
John Herrick, number 34, in to attempt the extra point. Snap is high, the kick is down. The kick is good, and we're tied at 7.
Good job by Herrick, good job by the holder, 24, Ray Higginson. Snap was a little bit low. Herrick waited for the ball to be placed down and put the foot into it right down the middle. So all of a sudden we got ourselves a ball game. 7-7 the score. And Freehold looks like a much inspired team after a little halftime chat from Coach Chuck Welch.
Good drive for the Patriots. 13 plays, 81 yards. Brian Gilbert's 1-yard run, and don't forget those 2 big penalties against the Knights that really helped Freehold keep it going. One of them on a 4th down play that gave the Patriots new life. So we're tied at 7, 6:41 left in the 3rd quarter.
And now the test goes to the Freehold defense, and they were not very successful in the first half stopping the run.
That's Higginson, 24, who Paul mentioned did a good job on that snap, getting it down. And the deep man back for Wall looked like Foster. And this is a good run back out near the 40-yard line for David Jones.
Short kickoff, Jones able to take advantage of it to head right up the sideline and find some running room. He's done a good job running the ball from scrimmage and also returning kicks so far. But as I said, some pressure now on the Freehold defense. They have to play a little bit better here in the second half.
First possession for the Knights. They'll start from their own 38-yard line. This is Scott Foster, number 45. He's cut down on a good stop by McGee. Wayne McGee, number 30, came up and took his legs right out from under him.
Excellent defensive play by McGee. We've seen him on offense. That's the first time we've really had him make a good play on defense. And watch the good tackling technique. McGee, there you see him, just head right at the ball carrier and cut the legs out with the shoulders.
Foster's out. He's replaced by Fornicola. Strong side is to the left this time for the Knights. Handoff up the middle. Larison going to be wrestled to the ground.
Number 32, David Marshall on the tackle for Freehold. He got a hold of him and couldn't bring him down, and Larison dragging him as a good fullback should. And watch the quarterback, Eknoyan, get hit after the play, but there you see Larson just dragging David Marshall, 32, for a couple of extra yards, and that's, like I said, as a good fullback should do, keep those legs moving.
3rd down and 3 from the 46. Strong side right for the Knights. They run that way. Larson breaks away and gets it more. Finally dragged down by McGee. Big second effort from fullback Rich Larison.
Larison that time making me look like an expert because he did exactly what he was supposed to. Watch the legs keep going. Watch them. He keeps moving the legs, fights off the tackle, and now he's got running room. Once you stop the leg drive, you're dead. You're going to go down every time, but if you keep moving, defensive guys will eventually slide off you, and Larson with a big gainer.
First and 10 for the Knights. This is Jones. He's got some room.
Two consecutive runs to the up back. Larson this time they go to one of the slot backs in number 32 Jones, and he gets more good blocking before he's cut down. But they're firing off the line. The offensive lineman of Wallvs doing a good job opening the holes.
That run by Larson a minute ago covered 20 yards down to the 26. That last run by Jones was 7 yards. That picks up 2nd and 3 for the Knights. And that's Foster straight up the middle.
A lot of credit's got to go to the offensive line. Tom Campy and Glenn Gibson, the tackles, Sal Vitale, Doug Filos, the guards, Brian Tim, the center, all doing an excellent job opening the holes. Running back's only as good as his offensive line, and the Wall offensive line is doing a great job this evening, making it easier for Jones, Foster, Larson, and the rest of the bunch.
3rd down and less than a yard near the Patriots 16. Fornicola dragged down. I think he lost a yard as Marshall came up with the big play.
Marshall on the tackle.
Now that time, Marshall, credit him with a very good defensive play, just sliding along the line, waiting for the running back to commit himself, and when he does, he grabs at the legs and trips him up.
About 1.5 yards for the first down.
Fornicola lost about a half yard. That's going to set up 4th and 1 from the 17. Knights will go. We're tied at 7. 2:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Fornicola is going to be stopped.
First down.
Big play by the Patriots defense. Actually, 2 big plays in a row. 3rd and a half yard, 4th and a yard. They stopped it both times.
That's what the Freehold defense needed. They've been roughed up a bit in the first half and early here in the 3rd quarter, but they needed a good turnaround. At that time, they got good plays on back-to-back short yardage situations.
First man on the scene was James Shaw, number 22. He knocked him out of bounds. 1st and 10 for Freehold. Gilbert on the keep. Pulled up after a 12-yard gain. Steve Barnes is the man who tripped him up.
Once again, another good handoff, fake handoff to the fullback Hanover. 3 or 4 of the interior linemen for Wall Township fell for the fake, headed towards the middle, and Gilbert had a lot of room to run.
1st and 10 from the Patriots 34. That time they gave it to Hanover, and he's stacked up by that interior line. Benyola, number 33, was on the scene.
Number 61, Mike Gifford, defensive tackle, also in there, but that play accomplishes more than just the yard pickup that it was. Keeps the defense honest. It means that they will give the ball to the fullback every once in a while, so you can't just assume that it's going to be a fake every time and wait for somebody else to have the ball, because if you start doing that, then there's a lot of room to run up the middle.
Looks like Maddox was shaken up on that last play. Time left in the third quarter, 1:51. That's unofficial. We're taking that off the scoreboard clock, and official time being kept on the field. So Coach Mark Gabrielski talking things over with Mike Maddox.
Been a tough night for Mike Maddox. Tough night for all the Wall defensive team. They've done a good job, but haven't been able to really shut down Freehold. It's been more Freehold mistakes than anything else.
2nd and 9 from the 35. Pitch back to Hanover. Penalty flag down, and so is Hanover. Reggie Cohn made the play.
I think they're going to get 82, Steve Kaczynski, wide receiver for Freehold Township, with a hold. He was the man trying to block that corner to open things up for Hanover. And that's where the flag was thrown.
Kaczynski talking to the referee, trying to sell him on a face mask call against him. But look, I don't think he's going to do it this time. Let's see if we can see Kaczynski on the left end. Couldn't quite see
I think
it.
he was trying to grab Cohen, number 23. And he did do a very good job of holding. I guess if you're going to hold, you got to make sure you do it effectively.
If they take the play, it'll be 3rd down and about 10. They're going to push him back.
There's Mike Maddox getting a breather on the Wall Township bench.
Holding the call against Freehold Township, 2nd down in a bundle. Gilbert drops straight back, good rush, screen pass over the middle. Hanover with it. And Hanover finally dragged down by Barnes. Another flag goes down.
Another late hit, I think, on Wall Township.
Well, that would be the 2nd one on him, and that's just a tough penalty.
They had Freehold Township 3rd and very long. And now, all of a sudden, it's going to be a 1st down.
Good screen pass. They really set it up well. Let's check the late hit here.
Tough call, 41, Tom Wiley. And he didn't hit him very hard, but he was late. That's just an interpretation of the official.
That is a tough call. 1st down and 10 from the Wall 43. And whistle stop play. Penalty flag down.
That'll probably be movement on Freehold Township, illegal procedure, the call. That'll push them back 5 yards.
50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The referee tonight, Larry Borenson, he's been a busy man, his crew. As that pushes the Patriots back.
Somewhat expected in the 1st game of the year that you're going to have a lot of penalties.
Pushes the Patriots back to the Knights' 48-yard line. Check it, 1st down and 15. Gilbert to McGee, he's whacked up. Big play by Fornicola.
There he is, one more time. Our man, Paul Fornicola, number 42.
He's going both ways tonight and doing the job both ways.
Especially on defense. He has been in the backfield of Freehold Township more than the Freehold offensive players have been. Great pursuit.
Loss of 7 on the play. 2nd down and 22 now from the Freehold Township 45. Gilbert, quick pass to Zapfel, and he can't hang on.
Good defense by 23, Reggie Cohn, the sophomore. Make sure he held on to him, because if Zapfel would have caught that ball and Cohn would have let him go, Zapfel would have gone all the way because there was nobody in front of him.
That will set up a 3rd down and 22 for the Patriots.
I was going to say that Cohn, who is a sophomore starting his 1st game, has done an excellent job at the cornerback position.
10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Shaw in motion. Gilbert has his man. That's Zapfel, way short of a 1st down. That play picked up about 14 yards, but the Patriots will still be 8 yards short of a first down. Gilbert on the roll, and that's part of the offense in the run and shoot. You get your quarterback moving, rolling out. Clock showing 2 seconds left in the third quarter. And we should see Dave Snyderman right here to punt it for Freehold Township. That is Tom Wiley back deep for Wall, along with Fornicola, number 42. And before that punt by Snyderman, the clock runs out. Official time being kept on the field, and that's the end of the third quarter of play. Freehold Township gets a touchdown. They're on the board, and we're tied at 7. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
All right, fellas, the dinners have all been prepared. We're ready to shoot the commercial. We've got lasagna, linguine white clam, seafood marinara, chicken franchise, veal piccata, and don't forget to get a great shot of our delicious pizza.
All right, quiet on the set.
Squan Tavern, take one.
Ready, action.
Hey, fellas, what about my commercial?
Squan Tavern, molto bene.
When your appetite starts speaking Italian, it's time for Squan Tavern. Squan Tavern, Broad Street in Manasquan. It's so good.
"12 minutes to play in this game. It's been exciting between Wall and Freehold Township. We're tied at 7. Dave Snyderman standing at his own 49. Snyderman gets it away. And it hit a Freehold Township player, so it'll be down right there. Down at the Wall 20. And that's where the Knights will have it. They had only one possession in that third quarter, Paul. They went 7 plays and were stopped on downs. Freehold Township really ate up the quarter with that big 13-play touchdown drive. So the Knights will take it now, 1st and 10 from their own 23. As we watch from the end zone, that's Larison lined up right behind his quarterback, John Eknoyan. Tough yardage for Foster. Finally wrestled to the ground.
Good effort, though. Kept himself moving. On the initial run into the line, he hit a wall of blockers and didn't go anywhere, but spun off and did gain a couple of extra yards. You always want to keep moving until the whistle blows or you're pulled down to the ground. You never know what might be able to open up, even though where the play was designed to go, it wasn't necessarily a good opportunity.
McGrath and Cobbs combining on that last stop. Gain of about 4, 2nd down and 6 from the 27. Fornicola got some yardage up the middle, finally tripped up by Snyderman. Oh, that play from Fornicola.
That looked familiar, huh?
That same play right up the middle, and he has found some yardage there.
That was the same play as the touchdown, exactly the same. Faked the handoff to the left, opened up the big hole. Fornicola just had to run right through it. See the handoff fake? Off to the right, I should correct myself. Same as the touchdown play, and same guy to carry it, another good gain.
First down for the Knights. This is Jones, 32. Burnside, the first man there. Jones shook off that hit. Finally stopped by McGrath, number 74.
Burnside, number 40, came flying in there. Jones was able to shake him off, gain an extra yard or 2. Good pursuit, though, by Andy Burnside, the middle linebacker, and that's his job.
Jones picked up about 4 yards on the play, 2nd down and 6 from the 41. Eknoyan has it. Going to turn it upfield. Knocked out of bounds after he crosses the 45. Some tough hitting going on out there. Eknoyan paying the price that time.
Well-designed play, though. 75, Doug Philos, the guard, will get out in front. You see Philos off to the right of Eknoyan. I wonder whether that was a pass or not.
and the ball was actually knocked out of his hands, but knocked out of bounds. Eknoyan crossed the 45. He actually crossed the 47 as well and picked up the first down. Kind of a lucky play as that ball was knocked out of bounds, and the Knights retained possession, 1st and 10. We're tied at 7. Season opener on TV 34, Mark Rossman and Paul Peck. Hope you're enjoying all the action. This is Jones. Look at this hole up the middle. Well, the Knights have shown a diversified attack tonight. Dave Jones, Scott Foster, Rich Larison, Paul Fornicola. They have really done the job.
They have found room to run up the middle. They've been very successful there. This time Jones gets past the initial defensive line, cuts off to his right, around a couple of linebackers, but the middle has been a very good spot for them, and give credit to Brian Tim, the center, and the 2 guards, Vital and Philos.
Jones gained 11 on that last play. Another first down for the Knights, this time at the Freehold 41. Fornicola gains about 3.
Now that time Burnside, the middle linebacker, did his job and stayed in the middle and wrapped up Fornicola. One of the reasons why they're getting a lot of room up the middle is that Burnside, the linebacker, is committing himself too early to the fake handoffs either to the left or the right. That time he stayed right in his spot in the middle and was able to hold Fornicola up. You saw one of the Freehold Township players down on the field. That is Sean McGrath, the defensive end, number 74, 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. We haven't heard too much about the defensive line of Freehold. Going into the game, that we knew they were very big and had good experience. We thought that would be one of the key factors in stopping the running offensive wall, but we haven't heard too much of Mike Denham or Lon Zonas or McGrath or Gerald Cobbs.
That's because they really haven't been the ones making the tackles. It's been the secondary that have had to come up.
The linebackers in the secondary, and that credit goes directly to the Wall Township offensive line.
2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 for the Knights. The Patriots 37. That time Burnside stuffed it. Burnside and Snyderman were right there.
2 plays in a row we've called Andy Burnside, number 40, doing his job at middle linebacker, that time just reading the play perfectly and standing up the running back, David Jones.
That will set up a 3rd down and 7. From the 37. Tom Wiley, the lone wide receiver, he's on the left side. Let's see if the Knights take to the air. No, they keep it on the ground. Fornicola is stuffed. And a fumble. Patriots have it. The man who came up with it was number 77, and that's Joe Principato.
Same play again up the middle to Fornicola. That time he did not get the blocking, and there was good pursuit by the tackles, and Principato grabbed him, ball knocked loose, and Joe Principato falling on it.
Patriots have it 1st and 10 from their own 38. Gilbert on the keep.
Not the way it was planned. Kind of muffed the handoff with his running back.
Turnovers tonight, 3 for Freehold Township, 2 for Wall, including that big fumble as they were driving. Here's Gilbert on the keeper. He can pass it. Also a capable runner, as he's shown several times tonight. Picked up 7 yards right there. 2nd down and 3. Gilbert to the sidelines, 1st down and more to Snyderman. And Gilbert threw that ball almost all the way across the field.
And just before he was about to get hit by 3 Wall Township defenders who were right on him. Good play that time by the quarterback, Ryan Gilbert. Read the pressure and got it away just in time.
1st down for the Patriots at the Knights' 46-yard line. We're tied at 7. 7:09 left, 4th quarter. Coach Mark Gabrielski of Wall looking on. His club took the opening kickoff, drove down the field, took the 7-0 lead. Freehold Township came back in the third quarter on Brian Gilbert's 1-yard run. 1st and 10 from the 46. Shaw in motion. Hanover wrestled to the ground.
They're gonna flag him, I think, for that.
Could be some unnecessary roughness. And they're looking at Steve Barnes, number 16, I believe.
He may have got a hold of the face mask. I'm not sure whether it was Barnes. I think it was 46, Chris Knight. And he may have grabbed the face mask in the process of ripping Hanover down to the ground.
And that's a big 15-yarder.
And I think it was. Got the face mask and then pushed him for good measure on the way up. That's what the ref saw. And that's why the 15-yard penalty goes in favor of Freehold.
It was Knight who ripped him to the ground. So 1st and 10 from the 30. Gilbert on the keeper. Good tackle, one-on-one. And Kavanaugh came up to make the big tackle.
Excellent play.
Kavanaugh, 6'4", got down that time and took Gilbert's legs out from under him.
Again, reading the play from the very beginning, he saw that it was a rollout and Gilbert was coming in his direction, did not commit himself to the wide receiver on his end, stayed right in his area and was able to pull down the quarterback.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11. Gilbert over the middle, has Shaw. He's wrestled to the ground by Reggie Cohn. Play is short of a 1st down.
That's a good play because if Shaw can break the tackle of Reggie Cohn, he's got room to run in the secondary. One man to beat probably before he finds the end zone. So Cohn, a very crucial player in here, and you'll watch him wrap his hands around the waist and just hang on and twist him down.
Pickup of about 4, 3rd down and 7. Gilbert's pass nearly picked off by Kavanaugh and caught by Koczynski. What a reception by Koczynski, caught it on the bounce.
Good concentration by Koczynski. Now watch Kavanaugh with the great play to knock the ball away, and Koczynski keeps his concentration, and there he taps it up in the air and comes up with it. He couldn't make a better defensive play than Kavanaugh did, just excellent offensive work by Koczynski.
1st and 10 from the 16. Hanover up the middle.
Hanover carries.
4:45 left in the 4th quarter. What a play by Koczynski. Tipped it up and caught it.
And it's just too bad because Kavanaugh made an excellent defensive play and almost intercepted the ball.
Hanover picked up about 4 yards that time. 2nd down and 6. Ball at about the Wall 13. It's McGee in motion. Gilbert looks in the end zone. And that time, Snyderman well covered by Kavanaugh.
It looked like there may have been a little bit of contact right at the goal line, but no flags are down, and credit Kavanaugh with another good defensive play. Good idea, though, looking into the end zone on 2nd down, trying to go for it all. Now, on 3rd down, Freehold's going to have to concentrate on keeping the drive alive with a 1st down.
Snyderman wide to the right, Koczynski wide left on 3rd and 7. Gilbert on the keeper, a lot of room. He's in for the touchdown. Gilbert, 13-yard scoring run with 4:47 to play.
We've seen that play work before. As a matter of fact, it worked on the last touchdown for Freehold, and a good call by Chuck Welsh, the Freehold Township head coach, going back to the quarterback keeper. Gilbert's found room to run the entire evening, and here he finds room to run. You see it, nobody in front of him, does a nice cut towards the sideline, beats the defender into the end zone, loses the ball, but he'd already broke the plane of the goal.
Herrick attempting the extra point. The hold is down. The kick is no good. Wide to the left.
And we'll see if that becomes a factor in this game or not. Because now it's only a 6-point lead instead of standard 7, and a Wall with a touchdown and a conversion could win this one.
We'll see what happens. We'll be back right after this.
Young expectations to start with a difference, something new every day. Young expectations.
Preteen, teens, juniors, and misses who want the latest, hottest, and newest style shop at Young Expectations in Ocean Township. You'll receive personal attention and today's fashion at the lowest prices. So stop in at Young Expectations in Ocean Township, where the look is up and the prices are down.
Young expectations.
Patriots of Freehold Township with 2 second-half touchdowns lead Wall 13-7. Officially 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And for Freehold Township, it'll be number 20, Brett Borgerson, to kick off. No, check that. Herrick is going to do it. Borgerson, one of the safeties. Okay, first game of the year.
You're loud.
This is Fornicola. Fornicola's got some room. And finally pulled down by Higginson. But Fornicola has set his club up with excellent field position out at the 41-yard line.
Watch all the room to the left side here for Fornicola. He runs it to the right. Everybody's in the right. That's where the play's designed. Now he sees the room and cuts it back out to the left and gets the running room before he's brought down by Higginson, number 24.
First and 10 for the Knights from their own 41. 4:22 left, fourth quarter. Noy, the quarterback. Single wide receiver is Wiley on the near side. And Eknoyan will go to the air to Fornicola from the backfield. Wrestled down by Hanover and a host of Patriots.
That may be the first time we've seen a pass from Wall Township on first down. And it was only slightly successful, a short pass into the flat, but Hanover coming up on the defensive coverage 45, making an excellent play to keep Fornicola wrapped up.
Gain of less than 1 yard. Second down and 9. More importantly, the defense kept them in bounds. The clock keeps running down near the 3.5-minute mark. Knights go strong to the left side this time. Eknoyan keeps it, and he's racked up. Burnside was in there, along with number 78 for Freehold Township, Gerald Cobbs.
I wonder whether that was a broken play or not.
It looked like it.
Not a very effective fake on the handoff, and all of a sudden Eknoyan was kind of left out in the cold, but he just had to run it and try to gain as much as he could. And maybe Coach Mark Gabrielski wants to talk that thing over. He's called a timeout to get his troops thinking on the same plane in the last 4 minutes of this game and trying to tie things up.
Scoreboard clock shows 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Once again, we remind you that is not official. The official time being kept on the field. Looking ahead for both of these clubs, it doesn't get any easier. Wall will travel to Neptune October 2nd, and then Central Regional. They'll host Central Regional. Freehold Township, the Patriots, St. John Vianney on Thursday, October the 1st, and then a meeting with Long Branch.
Mark that one down on your
defending
calendar.
Group 3, Central Jersey Group 3 champs. Long Branch 11-0 last year. Look, if you want to win B North Division,
Gotta be Long Branch.
well, there's always 2 teams you got to get by. Long Branch is always one, and Matawan is the other. And coming up, our next football game on TV 34, Lakewood, South Jersey, the defending Group 3 champs from South Jersey. The Piners will host Manasquan. You'll see that one September 28th at 7 p.m. right after this game if you're watching the Wednesday replay. Third down and 9 for the Knights from their own 42. Eknoyan dropping straight back to pass. He's under a rush. Gets it to Fornicola with a blocker. What a job by Fornicola to pick up the first down.
fine play by 42 Paul Fornicola. He may have gotten some more yards if he'd used his blocker a little bit better. Brian Tim out in front, you can see it coming up. And he runs into Tim right there. Tim just crossing him up a little bit. If he would have waited and let Tim sealed on a defender, he may have been able to cut through that hole and get some extra yards. But nonetheless, he got the first down, and that's what was important.
Play game 10. Clock shows 2:54. 1st and 10 for the Knights and the Patriots 47. Fornicola has been all over the field tonight on both sides of the ball for the Knights. He gets it again. Runs over one tackler and keeps going all the way down near the 30.
32, Dave Marshall will bring him down. Fornicola, who at the beginning of the game we didn't even expect to see on offense in the backfield, has done an excellent job running the ball. Once again, breaking tackles. He'll break one right there, gains his balance, and finally just pushed down by 32, Dave Marshall.
Gain of 19 yards on the play, officially to the Freehold Township 29. 1st and 10 for the Knights. It's working, they stay with it. Fornicola again.
81 Snyderman on the tackle for Freehold Township. Paul Fornicola, 6 foot, 195-pound junior. He's had an excellent game on defense. He's done the bulk of the offensive work for Wall Township, and he's going to get a well-deserved breather on the sidelines.
Second down and 3. Foster is buried under a pile of Patriots.
Sean McGrath, 74, the man you see lying on the ground in the middle of your screen, was the guy who stopped that play. He got excellent pursuit from his defensive end position, and Foster was never able to go anywhere as the rest of the Freehold defense stacked him up. Sophomore Sean McGrath, 74, gets credit for that defensive stop.
The Knights call timeout. The scoreboard clock showing 1:46. Remember, on that last touchdown by Freehold Township, the Patriots missed the extra point. They lead 13-7. Mark Gabrielski in his 3rd year as head coach of the Crimson Knights.
He's not been very successful here at Wall Township, a record only of 1-17, but things look like they're going to change here in 1987 for the Crimson Knights. And whether they win a lot of games or not, they are a much better football team than they were last year, and that's what's important, that they will get better and they will win some games if they keep playing like this. This is a Freehold Township team that came in very highly regarded, and they have had a tough time beating the Crimson Knights here this evening.
Not over yet with 1:46 left in the 4th quarter. The Knights facing 3rd and 1 from the Patriots 21. Larison and Jones, the backs behind Eknoyan. This is Larison, he's got the first down. Rich Larison with a big first down carry.
He's been doing the job on short yardage for them all night long. This time, once again, keeping his body moving as he slides off the stack of tacklers, and just for insurance, make sure he gets the extra yards.
Gain of nearly 5 yards for Larison. 1st and 10 from the 16. Fornicola back in the game. He's in motion. He's got the ball. And he's brought down by Burnside and Marshall.
Wow, was that a defensive play by Burnside? Fornicola had room in front of him. He had blockers, and he was getting ready to turn the corner, and all of a sudden, a burst of speed. Andy Burnside, number 40, from behind, dragged him down. Burnside's been kind of quiet here this evening. We expect him to be much more of a force, but that time, and when it counts, with less than 2 minutes to go, he made himself known.
2nd and 13 from the 19. Eknoyan on the keeper, looking in the end zone. What a pass from Eknoyan.
When you don't expect it, all of a sudden, Eknoyan shows what kind of arm he he's got. A great pass to Wiley, a great call by Gabrielski, and all of a sudden Wall Township's got a chance to break the tie and win its first game in 2 years.
36 seconds left. Sprengel in to attempt the point after. If it's good, Wall will lead 14-13. The hold is a good one. The kick is good. And the Knights lead it 14-13.
A happy crowd at Wall Field as the Knights have just taken a 1-point lead, and there you see breaking a little bit of a smile, Coach Mark Gabrielski of Wall Township. John Eknoyan and Tom Wiley on the touchdown play, 19 yards. And Wall may come out of this game with a hard-fought and well-deserved victory. But still, 36 seconds unofficially left to go.
This is some way to kick off our season.
I'll tell you, you can't ask for a better game than this, and you can't ask for a better Cinderella story so far than the Wall Crimson Knights. After an 0-9 season coming in and taking a game here, maybe, from the Freehold Township Patriots.
Here's the 19-yard pass from Eknoyan to Wiley in the corner of the end zone.
Double covered, Wiley fought off the defenders. Eknoyan with an excellent fake on a rollout, taking a little